Mm. Good morning, Capushman. Now, why did this not save? That's odd. Hmm. Give me a second. Yo, Cuboid Bullet, good morning. Cake 7 Rub. Ho 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 ho. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Just trying to set up everything here. Oh, what happened to the music? Did it just stop? No.
Am I so out of touch?
Marvin.
No.
SCHIABAMAMF just subscribed.
Schlabbermampf.
Big
Thank you.
Support for 2 years.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for the support, man. Hello, Rugs. Good morning. And Taz DJ. Good morning, guys. Hello. How's it going? You guys had fun in Coffee Lava stream yesterday? Some of you joined? Saw him stream. We are going to work on Knockback today, guys. Hello, Venomicus. Good morning. Long time no see. Hope you're doing good, bro. We will do some awesome Knockback programmage. And then I'll relax a little bit on Path of Exile. Just a relaxing stream, not much. Now, I do wonder, though, why when we changed this yesterday, it didn't save. I'll show you what I mean. This one right here. We were editing this yesterday and apparently it didn't save. Which is a little odd. So what is it trying to save? Aha, it is trying to save campsite bg.bg. I see, bg. Yep, had a lot to do, but was lurking sometimes. How are you, Cakes? I'm good, good. Just a little overworked with the YouTube stuff. You know, guys, to be honest, I feel like I need a week to work on all of the YouTube stuff that I need to work on. Because, you know, I'm working full time and I just can't catch up. It's crazy. It's getting better, but man, I just don't know what to do exactly. I don't know how to set that in motion, or yeah, because like streaming for 2 hours a day or on a day is also not that great, right? Though I see some, for example, someone like Pirate Software does take, you know, breaks sometimes. Like I think for today he's not streaming in software and game development, so that means he's either sponsored or streaming later or taking a break today. So I feel like, I don't know, what would you guys do? I noticed that, especially in the morning, like right now, my energy levels are like at peak, right? It's like I just transformed into a Super Saiyan and I'm ready to go. I wonder what happens when I set this. New Twitch to TOS when nude tangerines. I actually saw that yesterday. We can talk about it. It was on Twitter, right? I should probably be following Twitch. Is it Twitch right here? Twitch? Should probably be following then. Where was this? This one? I think Thursdays Thor doesn't stream, or ever, or every other Thursday, something like that. Taking like a day to taking like a day break is actually quite nice. It feels counterintuitive as a streamer, but sometimes, you know, taking a day off can actually be beneficial. Like, for example, I always like to look at the example of Tyler1. While he's streaming like 12 hours a day, sometimes, or most of the time, during the week, for the longest time, he has made it a point to not stream on Sundays. Yet he was, or he is, one of the most successful streamers ever. So you can take breaks. And so I think, it depends what is tomorrow, what day, is it Friday? Yeah, maybe Friday, maybe tomorrow I'll take a break so that I can catch up with all of the YouTube stuff. You know, I don't wanna... Oh, actually, I forgot to change the thumbnail on YouTube. It's also something that you have to do. Hello, Redeside, good morning. It's Thor's Day. Let me change the thumbnail here. The YouTube thumbnail changes how many viewers click on the stream. It's insane. Like apparently I had 18 concurrent viewers on YouTube yesterday, which was ridiculous. I've never hit that much, ever. I think it's a big part of it is the thumbnail, you guys. You want to see that thumbnail that I made? Watch. It's this thumbnail right here. I think it's very eye-catchy. Looks good. Conveys everything that you need to know about my game. Seems to work very well. The new colors are popping, yeah. They're popping off. It's Thor's Day, but there's no Cakez Day, sorry to say. But what's the point of pirate software? It becomes a little monotonous. Listen, like, that's your own opinion, that's fine. But that is not the same for everyone, you know? So, it's the same thing saying, well, what's the point of programming what's the point of programming your coding experience? Becomes a little bit monotonous as well. Because all you're seeing is someone writing text into a fucking editor and screaming why it doesn't work. It's a different type of content, and not everyone enjoys the same content. So there's details, but we've gotten feedback that our policies around sexual content are unclear, and so we've drawn clear boundaries between what is and isn't permitted on Twitch. We also recognize that not everyone wants to see certain content, so we are updating our criteria for homepage recommendations. Okay, let's see here. What are my recommendations? Because I literally never, I never click on a single Booba streamer. Not once. And there was always a Booba streamer here. Now there's Zizaran. Okay, nice. That's not a Booba streamer. Okay, I mean, seems to work out. Yeah, I don't see a single Booba. I wonder if they already in effect. Yeah, looks like. What is that? Reading, studying, co-working. That's a bit sus, if you ask me, but okay. Oh yeah, those people, you know, talking about AI taking over the world. Look at this, guys. 25 hours streamed, 61 viewers. I even pull more with my fucking dev streams. Like AI Jesus popped off for like 200 viewers and then fell down. It's like always the same. Who watches this anymore? It's probably some crazy people. I went to the art section where art. I was actually thinking about going into the art section to stream pixel art. What does it look like here? Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, I'm allowed. Oh my god, what is this? What the fuck am I seeing here? This can't be real. What the fuck? Okay. This is Twitch, so like, wow. It is all allowed? Okay, wow. What the fuck, man? Okay, I'm not gonna go into the art section anymore. Cringe. But it seems like they updated this right here. What about to the left part here? Yeah, there's only Path of Exile and software development recommendations. What if I show more? Ventura, World of Warcraft, Elden Ring. Ooh, Elden Ring. What's that? Eh? Whatever, dude, man. Whatever, dude. Yeah, apparently that's Elden Ring. Okay. What the fuck? Oh my god. We're getting these, bro, getting the bone, yeah. This looks like sexual act to me, yeah. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god, okay. Updating our approach. Let me see here. Should I switch to the right? What the hell was that? I have no idea, man. I have no clue. Alright. Author. Angela. Well, Angela, what's going on here? So, to be effective, policies need to be easy to understand, so the streamer knows what is allowed on the side and what is not allowed. When consolidating these two policies, removed portions of the sexual suggestive content policy that closely resembled language in the content classification guidelines. The guidelines explaining what content needed a sexual theme labeled were not distinct enough from the language in the sexually suggestive content policy and made it them difficult to follow. Okay, content recommendations for the homepage. We also recognize that not all members of the community want to see certain content. Yeah, like, I went over to Twitch once to check out, you know, the battlefield of what it's looking like, you know. And I see this. No, actually not this. Where is it? Eh? I see this, right? Live channels we think you'll like. I literally never clicked on any of these ones. And it was always on the top left. Even this is properly labeled with a content classification label, when a blah blah blah, viewers must provide explicit consent before they can start watching the stream. However, if labeled streams are shown on the homepage, viewers may still see the content in the thumbnails. That makes them uncomfortable. Right? Like, it's fine if you show it to me, but not as the first fucking stream. Like, I'm interested in different streams. Like, when I go, I want to see a Path of Exile stream, a software and game development stream, a They Are Billion stream, World of Warcraft streams. I want to see those, the ones that I clicked on last, first. I don't want to see this first. That's the thing. Like, the algorithm was I'm pretty sure was pushing this on purpose. I stay pretty much solely on the dev category. Didn't even know all those other categories existed. The art section is already full of hentai. Yeah, we just checked that out. What the fuck, blub. Cakez, I challenge you to choose a date to publish demo and stick to it. Hey, Shade11, that's a good idea. But at the moment, I'm actually overworked. I talked about this like a couple of seconds ago. I'm thinking of taking like a day off, or maybe 2 days off, to deal with all of the YouTube content that has been piling up. You know, I have like 2 or 3 Randy reactions that I want to cut. I wanna cut 2 or 3 streams. You know, I just can't get all of the work done. I'm literally working around the clock or making food. I need to catch up somehow. Don't know how to do it. Clicked on not interested. Choose a later date then. Well, Shade11, how about you remind me in 2 days when I'm a little bit more free. My brain is a little bit more free. When are you going to oil up your pristine German body and destroy the new meta? Let me see here. So what is allowed? We want to make sure that the homepage, which is often the first page that viewers land on, is more aligned with the viewer expectations. To address this, we are updating the criteria used for homepage recommendations. So basically, you are removing the if statement that says, if sexual content, put on slot 1. So they're basically removing this one if. Because that must have been a hard-coded if there. 100%, right? There is no way that this was not hard-coded. Because it was for everyone, all the time, always. So, okay, so one person went into the code and removed these 3 lines. Streams that are labeled as including drugs, intoxication, excessive tobacco use, violent, graphic, just gambling, and or sexual themes will no longer be included in the homepage recommendations. Yeah, so they removed that. Okay, shelves due to the visual nature of those topics. Streams labeled as including mature rated games will not be affected by this update unless the streamer has also selected one of the labels bolded above. I wonder if I'm in one of those categories. I don't do drugs. I don't intoxicate myself. I don't have it excessive, but maybe it's violent. Maybe the stream is violent. I'm not gambling and it's not sexual. Maybe. Can show penis on stream but not the tip cap. What the fuck? Really? Actually true? No way. Violent recurs to physical, I see. So, but when you get angry, is that violent too? Maybe they make more on adult content advertisers? Or I bet they do, because a bunch of stupid people watch, so they probably don't have much ad blocks going on. Or maybe they do, but they're so stupid. Yeah, maybe. Could be. Viewers can still search for, go directly to channels they follow, blah blah blah, but the streams using these labels will not be surfaced on the homepage recommendation shelves. Streams with these labels will still be included in category page recommendations. Yeah, they should be, otherwise you can't find the stream at all. That would be dumb. So the viewers can navigate to the appropriate category for this content. I wonder if the viewers will now drop for the booba streamers. I wonder if that is what's going to happen. Like, because how do you get there? Do you click just chatting? Okay, okay, bro. Okay, okay. I mean, yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Okay, they're fine. It's all good. Okay, they're doing good. Making this change helps ensure that viewers still will not see the content they haven't consent to seeing. We will continue to explore more, blah blah blah. Share your feedback, FAQ. What is changing with this new update? Previously prohibited, but now allowed with label. Content that deliberately highlighted breasts, buttocks, or pelvic region. Even when fully clothed. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Okay, so Kuma streamers they are having a blast right now. Streamers found it difficult to determine what was prohibited and what was allowed, and often evaluating whether or not a stream violated this portion of the policy was subjective. Go to the art section. Yeah, I know. We have looked at this already. In addition, the former sexually suggestive content policy was out of line with industry standards. Industry standards. Okay, bro. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. We weren't allowing everything. God damn it. We need to allow this shit.
Hello, Cakez.
Sup, Cakes. Magitza, mama, and good morning. How's it going? XQC opened a furry dog penis on stream earlier. What the fuck's going on, man? At least I don't need to be worried anymore. If I show a horse penis on stream, I should be good, right? I will not be banned at all. Time to draw a penis on the tangerine. No, we will never do that. These are tangerines. What the fuck are you guys doing? No, resulted in female representing streamers being disproportionately penalized. I see. So now you can also have sex on stream, right? Like the one streamer? True. I mean, she only got a week off, you know, and a bunch of cloud, so must have been good for her. Fictionalized, drawn. Oh, this is where we get into the furry stuff, right? Oh no, fictionalized, drawn, animated or sculptured, fully exposed female presenting breasts and or genitalia or buttocks regardless of gender. There's a thriving artist community on Twitch. Yeah, I bet there is, man. Oh my goodness. And this policy was overly punitive. It did not reflect the impact of the content. You should make a loot game next. Imagine the money you could make from all the anime kumas. Goodness, body writing on female representing breasts and or buttocks regardless of gender. The Twitch attire policy already allows body art on breasts and buttocks. So this change makes these policies consistent. Guys, I don't know what buttocks means, but to me it looks like a butt crack. So I need to Google this word. But in a safe window, because I literally don't know what it means. To me this sounds like ass crack. What does it mean? Either of the two round fleshy parts of the human body that form the bottom. I see, it's like an ass cheek. I see, now I get it. Okay. But you idiot. Okay, it's the ass cheek. Okay. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong location. Fuck, man. Ah, god damn it, man. Wait, do I have another camera angle? What about this one? Okay. Just for the recording. Can put my camera somewhere else. Okay. Wait, let me like this. We are trying to ease him in. Okay, body writing, okay. So this change makes these policies consistent. Erotic games that involve disrobing or disrobing gestures, such as stripteases. This was always very... Like... I always found it weird how you could play a game that involved like tits, but then if you watched a video that contained these, you couldn't. So there was weird. Like there are literally games that show completely exposed females, and that was somehow okay. But the videos were not. Changes to popular dances. Popular dances such as twerking, grinding, and what are not allowed without a label. I see, okay. Previously some dances were prohibited and others were allowed with a label. Enforcing on dances regardless of contents meant our policy prohibited twerking at a wedding or taking a pole dancing exercise class, for example. Oh, great. We're gonna see a bunch of twerking clips soon. Okay. The policy now takes context into consideration and only prohibits streaming inside of an adult entertainment establishment. With the updates of sexual content policy, are artistic depictions of nudity allowed? Yes, of course. They are allowed. Yeah, with a label. Guys, I'm drawing a penis. It's labeled. Drawing penis today. Boobs tomorrow. For education XD. Is body painting on the breasts and buttocks allowed on Twitch? Yes. How does Twitch handle nudity in gaming? We handle nudity in gaming two ways. First, games featuring nudity, blah 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 blah, are entirely prohibited. Custom gameplay or visual modifications that include nudity, including uncensored patches in otherwise allowed games, are prohibited. So basically you can play Skyrim and download like one of these booba mods, right? The physics for breasts, expose breasts, and, you know, make females completely naked, and that is now allowed. Second, for games, nudity is not the core focus or feature. The mature rated content classification is sufficient for incidental nudity. Okay. Users may not engage in simulated sexual activity, roleplay with other players in online games. May not. Prohibited. Not allowed. Oh, prohibited means not allowed. Okay, so that is my English failing me. Okay. They are entirely prohibited. Games featuring nudity, pornography, sex, or sexual violence. But that makes no sense. Pay attention, focus up. It's only TTS worked. If only TTS worked. I don't understand this at all. So that makes no sense. So artists are able to draw a penis, but you're not allowed to show a nude woman or man in games? Huh? Am I misunderstanding this? Custom gameplay or visual modifications that include nudity patches otherwise allowed in games are prohibited. Make it make sense. Second, for games where nudity is not the core focus. Okay, so if it's not the core focus, then it's okay. Okay, users may not engage in activity or roleplay with other players in online games. Okay, so it's allowed if it's not the core focus. So for example, Baldur's Gate would be allowed, right? If the mature rated game that I'm playing includes violence, alcohol. Okay. Yeah, well, we don't have to read the rest. Will labeling one of my streams with a CCL also impact the visibility of future streams? No, past streams do not impact the visibility of future streams. Okay. What happens if I do not use the label? The guidelines describe what contexts need to be labeled using sexual themes label. Failure to use a consistent classification accurately will result in warnings, and the correct CCL will be applied by Twitch to the stream. If you fail to apply the CCL repeatedly, you will be temporarily locked. Oh, it will be locked to the stream, but it will not result in a suspension. Oh, cool. Okay. Game of the year is banned on Twitch. Such trash. Which game of the year are we talking about? Baldur's Gate banned? It's not banned. Baldur's Gate is not banned. They will not ban Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care, to be honest, because for me, nothing changes. Even if they were literally broadcasting porn on Twitch, which obviously would suck. Like, I'm not saying that they should do it. All I'm saying is that I don't really care. I'm very happy that this is now hopefully aligning with what I'm interested in, which, you know, shows Path of Exile and software and game development. And that is what I'm most happy about. So if a child goes on Twitch, they will also not see like sexual content in this position anymore. And obviously I'm in the wrong location. It's really pissing me off. Let me set up something really quick, okay? I can't really change my camera and it's really annoying. Wait, give me a second. Let me get J-Chat too. We'll put it here. Okay. Okay, now I have this. Excuse me. Okay, because I wanna, like, I think this slot is very important here. If you don't show sexual content here and you have mostly stuff that you're interested in here, a child that only clicks on the just chatting category or like the art section will most likely see it. It's not even shown here anymore, as far as I can tell. So that's good. Because that is what it should be like. It should not be advertised as much as it was. And so I'm very happy about this. If there's women on Twitch that, you know, want to show their ass crack or something, like, whatever, you know, let them do what they want, right? As long as they're sticking to the guidelines, whatever, right? Like, it doesn't change what content other people will do, right? So it's not gonna change what content he does. It is not gonna change the content that he does, right? It's not gonna change my content. It's not gonna change what you are interested in. There will always be people interested in such thing everywhere you go. And so I don't really see harm in that. You know, no one's really being harmed. If anything, this is an improvement. And I'm happy they finally did something. Art is just full of furry drawings, not safe for work now. Yeah, that is one big problem. I agree. Maybe they change that. But even, like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't even find this that... Like, I don't find this... Like, why would anyone watch someone drawing a pussy or something? I just don't understand. Like, why? It does harm actual art streamers. They are now forced to stream next to porn. Well, if anything, I think it would even push art streamers that are not doing so, because then they are different from all of the, you know, Kuma streamers there. What if they were drawing with themselves, with tits art, combine both? Just wait a couple of years till your wife doesn't give you anymore. What are you talking about? If your wife doesn't give you anymore, then that's a relationship that's over. If you mean sex by that. Mm-hmm. Read your Twitch DM? No, it's a I know what DM it is. It's a key to a game. Anyways. And I appreciate it very much. Okay, yeah. I think this is a W, to be honest. Yeah. He thinks so too. Does that mean... What does Pirate Software say on this? Does that mean we can have our Dumpy bag. Probably, right? Disallowed content, sexual content or nudity. Come on, it's fucking... Twitch is so fucking stupid sometimes, man. But their own words, I think it should be fair game. Oh my god, Twitch is so stupid sometimes, holy shit, man. Art is not art, art is now Cox. If it brings more money for Twitch, then good. Yeah, Twitch needs money, that's true. They're making a bunch of changes lately. Like I'm really happy that Dan Clancy took over. They made so many changes this year. It's a bunch of W's. Like even the fact that I can stream to YouTube now. Okay, boys. Let's switch over to game development now. Alright, let's go and switch over to that. Honestly, more freedom equals better. Yeah, I agree. I think it's good, to be honest. This is the coolest part. I'll stay with this. This is great. You guys can probably reload your homepage now and you'll see a stream that you're interested in these 2 slots, on these 4 slots. I bet you. 100%. What I find interesting though, take a look. So on the left here, there's a bunch of streams that I follow, right? And then over here you can see the very first stream is a stream that I don't follow. So it seems like this slot right here, and maybe that's true for you too, this one is reserved for non-followed streams so that you can find new streams. Maybe. Because you can see I'm following this guy, I'm following Dev Spudgers, and I'm following Steelmage. Right? So there seems to be some sort of discovery feature, but it's only 1 slot. If anything, maybe they should use more than 1 slot to discover new streams. Maybe open up this one too. You know, then you're sending 2 impressions out to me or to someone visiting the homepage. Now, to be honest, I never, like, how many of you guys click on these streams? I never even look at them, actually. Like, I do look sometimes, but I never click on any of these. Like 99% of the time, I just look here. Yeah. Like, this seems to be non-existent for me at all. Your stream is on my first slot. Half the streams they recommend to me, I already follow. Still dog shit. Wait, I'm on your first slot. I only use followed and recommended channels bar on the side. You only use this one? I use this one a lot as well, yeah. That is true. Okay, okay. Let's go! So I was skimming through old VODs yesterday to do YouTube content and I found a cool... Actually, how about I fix the bug first? So, changing this and then editing the tiles calls this one with a path. Let me quickly fix a bug here. I see. Wait. Oopsie. Background path.
Gotcha, bitch.
Thank you very much for following, Minsky. None in the live channels. We think you like. I follow. Pre-followed, too frequently watched. Interesting. Okay, let me quickly check on this. There's a reason why This doesn't seem to work. Interesting. So what happens is I'm setting a background path here. What? Huh? There we go. I'm setting a background path that is called assets background campsite.background. That is the actual path to a background file that contains the tiles in the game, right? The tiles in the game referring to this one right here. These are all of the tiles that I'm referencing. And I'm setting that path here in... I'm trying to load this background, which I successfully do. And then I store this path maybe it's just a coincidence that this background... I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. No. I think I know what the problem is. This mem copy right here. So I think what happens is this background path is an array like this. And I just mem copy into this array based on a length. If I had a longer background path beforehand, it is going to copy all of these strings, but this is left over as garbage. The last part. And so I think I need to do a mem set to 0, actually on the tile editor, bg path to 0 using the array size of tile editor background path. There we go. Fix the bug. 1 W already today, guys. 1 line of code, 1 W. Okay, let's quit real quick. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, so I want to work on something differently today, actually. But first I want to see if this now fixes the problem. That would be great. Let me try. And then for tomorrow, I also have a cool idea on what we can add to the editor here. Basically allowing us to create different versions of the same map, if that makes sense. So for example, if I have a tile set, if I want to make a new tile set, for example, you can see here I started working on a snowy tile set, right? I need to copy all of these tiles here, and then I will be able to offset the tile set in a way so that I can just switch between tile sets and then have the visuals update in this tile editor right here, because we have a lot more room for handles and stuff. Okay, let me see. Save. And then quit. So why is it complaining now? Oh. I see. That's stupid. Kumba-chan, Kumban, good morning, hello there, hey, good morning. Rudy Digital is Scottish. This mem set is a problem. Fuck, man. This is really annoying. I'm setting this to 0 and then this pointer becomes 0 because I'm referencing the array here. No, I didn't expect such a problem to arise immediately by fixing this. How do I fix that? How do I fix that? Load game background. Oh, that's just, this is dumb. Maybe set edit background. We call it once. Okay. I get it now. Okay, I have an idea. This mem set, we'll do it here. That will fix everything. Copium. And also, I switched over to the wrong side. I should be here. Looking at my road code, or looking at my old code, who wrote this? Hello, Exodus. Good morning. I'm at a similar point with one of my projects. You open up your engine after 2 months of not touching a single line, bro. It's gonna take a day or two to get back into it fully. Yeah. What game are you working on, or what what are you programming? Okay, now hopefully this works and then we can actually focus on the problem, because I have a cool idea of what we can work on today, which is knockback. That's what I want to actually work on. Oh, huh. It did manage to save it. Seems like. But hopefully this time without an error. That would be great. This one. Good morning, Cakes and Co. Good morning, Exodus. How's it going, bro? Let's go here. Boom. Put that. Yeah.
Newton Morgan Gigabitch.
My man, my gets up. Hey, Mr. Amida, good morning, sir. Hello there. Man, I'm having too much fun using my own tile editor. What the fuck, bro? It's actually too much fun.
Am I so out of
I just
touch?
love this shit.
No.
Mr. Hellrider just subscribed. Big tick support for 17 years.
My man, Mr. Amida, thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. It's gotta be your top right corner.
I don't want to be like Cakes.
Hey, that's fucking rude, bro. You wish. I think it's a right corner. All right, save. Quit. Okay, works. Cool. Now I will be able to just edit my level and it should be good. What about lights? I think that looks good. Samot, hello there, good morning. How's it going? If you guys are wondering, that is on YouTube. Hello. Okay, so today, what I want to work...
out of touch? No.
Mr. Elmido is gifting 1 subs to the community.
Okay, how about this? Let me run 3 minutes of ads, then we get then we get it out of the way and we can just go. And I'm gonna take a small break. I'll fill up my coffee, run ads, boy, and then we work on Knockback. Cause currently, now I'll go after this. I'll go after this. Be right back, real quick.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Mr. Elmido is gifting 1 subs to the community.
Okay, I hope it's over now. I'm back. I need to get Frosty. I can't see 7TV emotes. You need to get... what is it called? You need to get Fanker faces. That works. Can you create a course to teach programming Telegram bots from scratch and Python using the telebot library. I'm not very good at Python, bro. I'm pretty sure you're already gone. You are already gone. I'm not really good at Python. I have learned a little bit about it, but I don't even know, like, Telegram bots. You mean the Telegram, the messenger app on the phone? On mobile, yeah, it's probably mobile, right? Mobile development. Dog walk, be right back. Mr. Amida, I saw you gifting another sub to TCAP. Thank you very much, man. And to Genuss Nymphicus, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Thank you. Or Bird's Telegram. Okay, guys, I'll show you what I want to work on today. I think this one is a very key feature.
No.
Schofield just subscribed. Big tick support for 11 years.
Thank you, bro.
Cakez 7 rub 2.
Cakez 7 rub. Fuck you, Cakes. I love you too, bro. I love you too, bro. So, here's the deal. Let's bring out the paint. Guys, do you know how Pirate Software keeps this black all the time? He presses like one button and it is entirely black. Like, what is he doing? How's he doing that? I always have to, like, let's say I put this here, blah, 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 blah. I have to do Control Z until it's gone. Did you see the Quinn rip? Of course you did. You're his #1 fan. I actually saw it, yeah. I saw it on YouTube. There was some bullshit. He got one shot. He swaps main and eraser color. He swaps the main and eraser color. That is interesting. The eraser color is black, I guess. Wait, what? Dude, last day of Unity, do I go in? They said they're going to get together and light refreshments in the letters hall, but if it's cheap orange squash and plastic cups, I'll wanna end myself. Ninx, I think you are becoming a snob if you think that. Come on, have some fun with these people. Like, who cares if it's cheap? Did he say Unity? No. He swaps the main and eraser color. Cakes, they are teenagers. Now I can understand when you don't want, if you don't want to go because they are teenagers, but because of the drinks? Like, come on. Vincent, how does he do that? So the eraser color can be white. Add to quick show, minimize the ribbon. Don't miss out the orgy. I don't want to talk about Fortnite and FIFA over orange squash. Yeah, then don't go if it's not your, if it's not like your interest level. Whatever. I don't know how he's doing it. Don't understand. Why you gotta draw white, right? I guess I'll have to watch how he does it. Cakes, you don't have anything interesting to say. I don't think you need to optimize your paint setup. Anyways, whatever. Let's just go and do it like this. Okay, let's say we have a level, right? And this is a typical tower defense setup. You know, you can have these types of levels. Right? And this is where the enemies go. Let's say I have a unit that is standing right here. And he's using a bow. Now let's say we have enemies running to the exit. This guy right here can shoot one of the enemies and knock him back in this direction. If he shoots him right here, the normal pushback would be into this direction. And now what can happen is the red enemy could end up being here. And that is what I programmed in. If an enemy gets knocked back and they land, let's say, somewhere here or somewhere here, they will find the closest path to the next waypoint and then follow that waypoint onwards. So this one would go here and this one would most likely go here. This is terrible, by the way. Now, why is this terrible? Well, because I have an example of why it is terrible. I actually have a game. And you guys know the game. It's called The Hero We Need. It's a Steam game that flopped. They put in $300,000 into the game. And they have like absolutely no sales at all. And if you go to the reviews, I think it's this one right here. Yeah, there we go. So there's one person that really gave the game a try. He was so excited for the game. But one of his biggest problems was that he could not properly deal with the combat in the game. So what was happening is, in the game, let me show that. We can find it. Yeah, so they're advertising the towers, but I want to see the hero. There we go. In the game, you can see right here, they're using heroes. And these heroes can be controlled by Lul, just like... what is it called? Guys, why do I not know these names? .3 hours, really give it a try. Read through the comment. Fuck. Fuck, why do I not know the fucking name? I hate it! I'll find the name. These characters can be controlled like League of Legends characters. What is the fucking name? Genre of the game? God damn it! You have 2 bases! You tried to kill the bases! MOBA! God damn it! Okay. God. Why do I not know the fucking name? I literally played League of Legends for like 5,000 to 10,000 hours. Dota. Okay, so anyway, so these heroes can be controlled like Dota characters, MOBA characters, right? You have your own abilities and you can decide how to use them. You can basically micromanage them. And this is where the problem comes in for this game, because you have way too many things to micromanage, because that's not the only thing. But we're not talking about this game, we are talking about Knockback. And in one of the reviews, this guy clearly states, let me see, knocking, there we go. I'm already losing lives and I can't do anything, and who cares about these unbalanced resources? And this warrior keeps knocking baddies into my exit. And so, when I was designing my game, I thought knocking back enemies would be cool. But in my game, you will also be able to use abilities. Right? You can train certain abilities like Wolf Fang Fist, for example, and then this guy is going to activate it on its own. And if I'm struggling to kill the enemies, and then all of a sudden this guy does a knockback, let's say he's positioned here, and he knocks back an enemy from this location all the way down here, then I'm basically... It becomes more tedious than clever. And so Bloons found a good solution. What the fuck is going on? Just undo, bro. So instead of knocking this unit here, they knock the unit back to where they came from. In this case, that is a drastic example. This is a 90-degree angle, but they're knocking it back to the left, to where they came from. And that's what I want to do today. I want to remove the knockback into the direction and just create a physically inaccurate knockback. And then knockback actually means something and does something. Like a knock back? Yeah, back to the beginning. Why would you like to make a game like League of Legends? Would you like to make a game like League of Legends someday? DGOT Live. No. But I want to make a game like Warcraft someday. That would be cool. Like a multiplayer game. And I think Warcraft would be a cool example. I was a Lee Sin main, or I loved Lee Sin as well. Did you play Lee Sin Cakez? I think you were... And think you were good, but really you weren't. Yes, I was good though. What do you mean? I was one of the best Lee Sins on the planet. You know, the ultimate into Q combo? Kaboom. You know, I would Q onto someone and then use the ward to jump behind them and knock them back. That's me, you know? You guys remember the times when Lee would get a shield when he jumped onto wards? And then they nerfed him, saying that, oh, his escape mechanism should also not give him a buff. Yeah. Lee Sin weird champ, it's called Insec. Yeah, the Insec move, exactly. Okay, so how do we start with this? First of all, foremost, we need a weapon that gives knockback. And then we need to extend that knockback by 1,000,000. So for example, I think this one, the Zweihänder, does a 5 knockback. We turn the 5 knockback into 1,000,000,000 or something. Let me double check here. Let's move that a little bit to the side, like that. So it's perfectly aligned. Hey, Kofilava, did you make good progress yesterday? Let's turn this into 100. Now, I want to do a save point here. And let's see how that looks. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, so they get knocked back. Do you see that? Apparently... Don't know why he's not hitting. Yeah. And the goal now, thank you very much for following Hagerman Hour. We're gonna create a point here. Good. Right, let me set up a indefinite loop. Oh, this is also not it. Man, I have so many F-Zeros in here. Debug section, there we go. This one right here. I need to draw the game time and then let's put this on 500. $1,263, holy shit. 1,270, I guess. It keeps loading the game every frame. That's why it's stuck right now. Okay, let's put it on 60 5 or something. What are you selling? I got my special legit call from a UK customer, meaning, man, they are a lot more nice than German customers. Yeah, UK seems to be a lot nicer, yeah. The English people, right? They're always nice. But maybe, you know, this is what I think. I think maybe it's just a facade. They are not actually nice. They are just being nice on the phone. And Elpis Codelico, thank you very much for following, man. For subscribing on YouTube. Thank you, bro. Okay, let me show you what I've set up, guys. We have this set up right here. They get knocked back. And now, all we have to do is change how they are being knocked back. Knocked back. A push, I think I called it push force. There we go. Knockback. And I think a push force should just be a float. Now. Ah, fuck. Let's keep it a vector too, otherwise we can't reload the game. And I'm just using the X factor to push. And it will just be push in pixels. If I change it like this now, they will flow immediately to the left, but it's not the right. Okay, what the fuck? What, huh? What is he doing? He's being pushed to the right. Okay, I mean, it's probably like this, minus. Now he should be pushed to the left, right? Yeah. Okay, that is what I want, but this only works because the line is straight. That is not actually how I want this to work. Push the unit. There we go. This is the pushing part. This is going to be a little bit different now. Morning. Good morning, Letakio. Hello there. Are you the one that just subscribed to YouTube? So how about I explain the code here a little bit? Oh man. Okay, so first I have a stat that is a resistance factor based on how much knockback someone is doing. And this stat basically says, well, at 100% I cannot be knocked back. So for example, if I have a boss, I want to put them to 100% knockback resist so that they are immune to any of these crowd controlling effects. You can't push back bosses. That is why I have this. And you know, some units that are very big will be less likely to be knocked back or are more resilient to how far they can get pushed around. So that is what this one is doing. That is a value. I'm converting this into a value between 0 and 1. And then I'm multiplying the force by that value, aka I'm toning it down or I'm using the full value if I don't have any resistance. That's what's happening here. So for example, this guy could have 100% push resistance. So for example, I could do it like this. 0. If I multiply it by 0, then he's not gonna get pushed. Yeah, you see? He absolutely got not pushed. Like, he stays there for a second, being dazed. Excuse me. Okay, so now, this is the interesting part. What I have in the game... where is that? Yeah. What I have in the game are paths. These enemies follow paths. And they look something like... Fuck, man. The game time keeps resetting. That's fucking dog shit. Give me a second. I can't code like this. This is really annoying. Okay. So what I have in the game are paths, and they are designed using Bezier curves. And for those paths, I generate a bunch of very small points between 2 points. So basically, I generate a bunch of waypoints in between 2 Bezier curve points, so that I create an accurate representation of where an enemy is supposed to walk, but I'm using a Bezier curve to describe how they work. How they walk, not work. How they walk. And this is described in a path. And the path has a bunch of waypoints, which are those blue dots here. And then in between 2 waypoints, I use a Bezier curve to describe how the curve is approximated. And then I approximate the entire path when it's calculated by a bunch of sample points. And that looks something like this. Let me see here. Let's try to find that. Are those only quadratic Bezier curves? I think these are cubic or quadratic, whatever. You cannot song request YouTube videos. It only works with fucking whatever the name is. Don't remember the fucking name. Cubic has 2 control points. Yes, so that's quadratic then, but you can see both handles changing. But yeah, maybe it's quadratic. Anyways, we're not working on that. Let me find the push the unit. There we go. Let's mark this as P for pushing. Let me find this right here. So, when an enemy follows a path, that path let me find out. Check for collision with obstacles. Collision boxes. Ah. Oh, I see. Lol. Holy shit. That map looks familiar, lol. Yeah, I mean, the map is designed by the Bloons map, that's true. I wanted to have a perfect indication of what I'm doing, and I think this map tells exactly the story that I want to tell. I'm making a tower defense game. I will definitely update this map, or not update, I will definitely create more maps like this in the future that are more designed by myself. Yeah, very readable. That was the intention. The intention was to convey at one glance what I'm working on. Do you work with looter shooters? No, I don't. Headshot Gaming, Junior. Okay, I think since the path is approximated, for example, let me do something here. For int sample index is 0. You know what? Let me switch my keyboards real quickly, because this keyboard is full of coffee and sometimes it presses buttons that are not supposed to be pressed, and some of the buttons don't work anymore. Unfortunately, I destroyed my $2 keyboard, guys. I was so happy about this keyboard, you know. I got it so cheap and it just worked. But now it's broken because I accidentally spilled coffee over it. Sad. How can you develop a game? Well, the way you develop any other program, Penlor. You start writing code to do so. Or you open up an engine of your choice, like for example Unity, and then you start making a game. If you don't know exactly where to start, then here's a couple of steps. Go to YouTube right now, find a tutorial in whatever engine you want to work on, and set aside 10 to 15 minutes, and then just do the work for 10 to 15 minutes. Force yourself to do that, and then do that every day and learn. That's how you get started. You start very small. Just imagine into experience. Just imagine it into existence. In enemy follow path, there's a computed direction. They move that. I'm thinking you could just use that to push them back. You can't really do that 100% accurately, because if you push a unit back in this location, he will be pushed here. He needs to be pushed like that, so he follows the path, right? If a unit, if I have someone here knocking this unit back, and he's working this way, and actually, yeah, it work on corners. It doesn't work. So I need to basically do an inverse movement, but for that, sample index is less than path.sample path.sample point count sample index plus. I just want to draw a UI coord. Path.sample points. It's a vector too, yeah. Sample index. Vec2 point is this. And then we draw a point using 2. Okay. Alright, now it should show me a bunch of white quads. And we can't really see them, so let's make them red. You can't see them because they're white, but these sample points are the points that the enemies follow. Do you see those red points? These are the points that I generate on the curve. And so I want to make it that the enemies follow these points. Do you know the software? Thanks. Do you know the software Unreal Engine? Yeah, I know the software Unreal Engine. It's a game engine that allows you to make games. You need to sample a point earlier from the path. So, I think I'm going to use one of the tricks on how to make code work. We are going to make another function called void enemy follow path 2. Hey guys, do you see that? I'm using a reference here. I'm using a literal reference. Which language should you start to develop games? Well, Panelo, it depends. Do you want to make a game? Then I can recommend Godot or Unreal Engine. Do you want to make a 3D game? Like, I would recommend something like this. Just follow this flowchart. First, you need to ask yourself, well, what do you want? Game or engine? If you want to make a game, actually that doesn't fit. Fuck. Doesn't fit. Fucking sucks. I'll move this here so it fits. If you want to make a game, Let me move that in as well. Then you have the choice to use Godot. Godot or Unreal. All of those. But there's another question that you have to ask yourself. Well, do you want to use to make a 2D game? Or do you want to make a 3D game? I can't type a 3. If you want to make a 3D game, then I would say Unreal Engine. If you want to make a 2D game, then there's Game Maker. Can't really type it here, Maker. Or Godot. Now, usually there would be Unity as well. But Unity has become a shit show, so I would not recommend Unity. So I guess I'll put it on like orange for danger. You know, this one is danger. Because the people don't know what they're doing. But if you, so that is what I would do, right? And then you have to answer those questions first. If you want to make an engine, then it doesn't matter which programming language you do. You can use C++ or C. It's endless possibilities. Java even. C#. You have endless possibilities. And what you do here, all of those come to the same thing. The first thing you do is you go to YouTube. Fucking hell, man. And you watch tutorials. Yeah, that's what I would do. Answer those questions. And then decide on what you want to do. You know the answer to those questions. And then this is what you have to do every time. You go and watch tutorials and you start from the very bottom. Don't think you know everything, because you don't. Even if you know programming already, watching a tutorial is always very helpful and gives you a fresh start. That handwriting, yeah, my handwriting is kind of trash. Okay. So, yeah, in order to rework this and not destroy the code that already exists, the reason why I'm not doing that or destroying this code is because of this one right here. If you guys remember, back in the day, it's been a long time. Probably none of you remembers this. Actually, can't undo that. Whatever. We're just gonna redo this. Back in the day, you know, we had a path like this. And then an enemy would follow that path. You know, in this direction. You guys remember the ice wall that we made? We programmed the enemy in a way that it would follow this way. That's this code right here. And I don't want to lose this code, because look how much it is and how much we, you know, box middle, direction normal, normal from vector. There's a lot of code in here that made it work, and it actually still works. And so if we change how we find out where to move or how to follow a path, then we should probably just use this new function. That code is bad, just delete it, bro? No, because we need the code in the future. You stupid? Didn't I just tell you that we want this code? What do you mean? My god, it's good. You know, that's how you rework without breaking your program. You could also do an if 0 here. Yeah, if 0, and then you go back here, and then you do end if. Exactly. Then this is 0, and then we have enemy follow path like this. Okay, but I don't want to do this right now because I actually need code. For example, I want this for loop here. We want to go through the points, and then I want to change how the enemy reached waypoint index. We need that. You're using Git, you can always go back. Yeah, guys, do you not understand? I do not have a Git view that shows me, oh, this is the code that I had before. I have to literally go to the website, look at the commit difference, and then find out what changed and which commit it was. If I keep it in here for now, because I'm literally working on it right now, I can see immediately what changed. What are you guys talking about? When did you last commit? I think yesterday, actually. So, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let's center this a little bit. What do we want to do? We want to go through the sample points, which are, you know, indicated in red. And we want to walk from sample point to sample point. That's what we want to do. And I think I do this here as well, right? Get next waypoint, reached waypoint index. Position origin, next waypoint. Only move if not being pushed. Desired direction. What the fuck is this? Undo tree in NeoVim is great for this. Maybe VS Code is something like undo tree. Yeah, maybe. But to be honest, I'm learning so many things. Why would I learn that if I have if I have something that works very well for me? Think about it. Okay, this is the current sample point that we have reached. We start out with 0. So I see int next sample point index is +1. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I'm not listening to this. Holy shit, what a fucking annoying song. Better than country? Holy fucking hell. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, shut up! Sorry. Oh, God. Fucking annoying song. Holy shit, man. It's always the same. How can you listen to this? My God. Can't confirm that shit was whack. Goodness. Okay, so we get the next sample point here. And basically, we take our current point that we have reached. So basically, let's say if this is the first one here, 0, then we have reached that, and we try to find the next point that is right here. Right? And so we go from point to point until we reach the last one, which is at the bottom here. And then the next one should give us the first one again, 0. Which means if our next sample point is 0 and our reached sample point index is greater than 0, that means we have reached the end. And if we reach the end, what do we do? This one. Oh yeah, also we do a screen effect, it seems like. But let's not do the screen effect. The screen effect looks kind of dog shit. I guess we'll do the screen effect, fine. It's fucking free, cheap ass. It's always funny seeing you get triggered by music while we are just chilling here on CoolTube. Yeah, I mean, you guys don't get music, right? You guys don't have music and you don't hear the music that I hear. Like, cause if I play the music on YouTube, then I get demonetized immediately. Yeah. Like sometimes, like some of the songs are like, oh my god, they're atrociously bad. Oh, has components, huh? Shit. Guys, we'll do a quick Oh, I get it. That's why it's a pointer. Oh no! Oh no! 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 We're not changing it. I'm sorry. We are not changing it. We're not changing it. We're just using the address of the enemy. Okay. Whew. I'm not changing it to a reference. Then I can literally change my entire program. Okay, so if we reach the end to the path, we check if it's a boss. If it's a boss, we basically have lost the game, the level. Bosses can never reach the end. If it's an enemy, then we check how much they deal damage to us. It's called base cost because they also give us experience points, and I'm using this to determine how many lives someone loses and how much experience points they do. Like, you can think about it like the... Let me see here. Where is it? Like, you fucking kidding me, man. Whatever, man. You can think about it like the Moabs in Bloons. Those things right here. They deal more damage. Anyways. 2-minute ads, gross. Yep. Just subscribe. Exactly, just subscribe. It's 20% off today, right? True, Rux. Anyways, so basically if it's an enemy, I calculate how much damage to do. And if the... let me see. If I have reached... Or if I... Not reached. If the lives go down to 0, then we basically lost the level. And I also try to create a screen effect that makes the screen shiver in red. But this one is unfortunately not big enough at the moment. So we'll have to fix that one too. Anyway, so this is the we reach the end path. And if we reach the end, then we obviously return. Because we don't want to continue calculating this unit. If not, if we have successfully calculated the next sample point, then we can get the next waypoint. Next waypoint. Or next sample point. Which is path.samplePoints on next sample point index. This is the next point that we're going to walk towards. So one of those. Like for these people, for these skeletons right here, this is their current one. They walk towards this one. Now that we have the next point, we need to basically do the same code that we do here in a while loop. Desired direction, push time. Movement distance. First we calculate the movement distance, how much we move. That is how far. Movement speed. I'm gonna change this a little bit to make this just a tiny bit more efficient. So we get how far we move. And then we try to move to the next point. We set the velocity. We need that. That's where we move. So the enemy position to the next sample point. That's what we walk towards. Well, this is where we want to walk towards. Don't worry, Cakez did not make it, bro. What is going on? Song queue times 2. I don't trust Cakez software, bro. What are you doing? Where's my fucking song? Cakez Pro Paint tip. The secondary color should be the background color of your canvas, so that the eraser tool works better. Also, the bucket tool uses 2 colors when you click with the right mouse button. Wait, Vincent, thank you very much. Let me check that out real quick. So what you're saying is, if I'm starting out with this and I take the eraser tool, the secondary color of this should be the background color. But this is when I'm drawing. How do I... Is there like a hotkey to erase the entire thing? Is there a paint hotkey? Bucket. Bucket. The bucket tool uses 2 colors when you click the right mouse button. That knockback is massive, yeah, that's for a reason. Right mouse button. Yeah, okay, but let's say I, draw something. With this. Then I use the bucket tool. He's using a hotkey, bro. He's using a hotkey. He presses a button that erases the entire background. I'm sorry, guys. I really need to go to the bathroom. Let this run for a while. Be right back real quick. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. I should sleep good night. Buckers, right mouse button. That. What the fuck happened here? Lol? Lol? My game's just stuck? Lol? Count, array full. Oh, let's see. Crashed. Yeah. The reason why it crashed is because Control A then delete. Oh my god! That's how he's doing it. So delete uses the eraser second color. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I see. There we go. I get it now. So we go to the eraser, we set the secondary color, and then we go to the brush and we do bloop. Thank you very much. Yeah, that helps a lot. I mean, it's not 100% required, but I really liked using paint before the even. Like, I really love using paint. It's one of the best tools ever. Hello, Zend. Good morning. Hello, Cakez, my brother. I'm on vacation, so I haven't been here much. Dude, it's fine. You're here now, bro. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I thought about it on the toilet right now. And so this is what we need to do. Let's say we have 2 waypoints or 3 waypoints, right? They look something like this. And our enemy is right here. Actually. Right. And our enemy is somewhere here. Let's put him on red. This is his current waypoint here. The current waypoint is this one. And the next waypoint is this one. Advanced paint tutorials. And so every frame, this little X has a distance we need to move. And so what we have to do is check the distance here and then compare that to this distance. If this one is bigger, then we just teleport the enemy to this waypoint right here. We teleport him. And then we cut off this entire movement distance from this one so that we are left with, I don't know, this part right here. And then we just move that part here. That's what we do. And so I think the first thing we should do is just create that code. And then work on knockback. So we do a float distance to waypoint, or wait, distance to sample point, which is length of enemy.position origin to the waypoint, which is next sample point. And then there's 2 cases. If the movement distance is greater than the distance to the sample point, then we set the enemy.position origin to the next sample point. And we remove from the movement distance minus equals the distance to the sample point. Right, so we have reached next I guess sample point. Okay. But we also have to get the next one. So the enemy dot reached waypoint is the next sample point index. Now that we are at the next point, we need to copy that, and then we also need to do next sample point index plus equals 1. Or is next sample point index plus 1 modulo. Modulo path.samplePointCount. Okay, and I think now we need to check if we have reached the end again. Have we reached the end? Then we need to return. Because then the next time we go through this loop, we'll hit this code right here. So that basically we need to repeat this if check. At least. This one right here. Is the next sample point 0, then we have reached the end. And then we return. Basically handling it the next time we run. And this needs to be done in a while loop, actually. While movement distance is greater than 0, we need to get the next point. Let me get rid of this. We don't need that, I think. While we move, we get the next sample point, we get the distance, we check if we overshoot the distance, we set our position origin. If not, then we just set the velocity, the one that I just deleted. We set the velocity towards the next waypoint, and then we do enemy.positionOrigin is enemy plus equals enemy.velocity times movement distance. This is, you know, move towards the next waypoint. Okay. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh. What happened to penis? I think this is the code here. I'm gonna make the enemies follow this path now. I think it is here, right? Yeah. Enemies follow path 2. Let's see what happens. Also, we need to get the value of this one then. Because this is a pointer. Hello, push. Interesting. They just stop. But that doesn't mean it doesn't work. We're just gonna restart the game and see if it actually works or not. Alright, let's see. We have 6 enemies spawning and it looks like we have an endless loop. How did I create an endless loop? It's gotta be the while. Oh, it is the while loop. Of course. I'm removing movement distance here, but I'm not removing it here. Still doesn't work? Hä? UI, why is your tab space so tiny? Because I have so many tabs, Ronan. What the fuck are we listening to, man? Why is it not doing this movement distance 0 here? Hä? You stupid? Fix the damn knockback for the love of God. Hello there, Aseprite. How's it going? Yeah, I'm working on it, bro. We're working on it. Thank you. Hey, they're moonwalking now. What the fuck? Oh my god. Awesome, man. Oh, I just love programming, man. What? It's great. I think it has to do with this facing direction here. Face into walking direction here. I forgot that part here. Okay, now they no longer moonwalk. Great. Nice. Now that we have this, they all follow the path. What happens when they reach the end? This guy should basically turn us into game over. Knockbacking to Michael Jackson. Game over. Cool. Worked. Now just gonna find the button to restart the... It's here somewhere. I know that there's a button here somewhere. I'll find it. There we go. Found it. Okay, so that is number 1. AAA interface, yeah, 100%. This is only if we are not being knocked back. So how am I pushing? Desired direction. I'm using a vector 2 here. Basically velocity times movement distance. That's desired direction. And I'm countering it out. Penetration. Oh, I see. Let's get rid of that. Let's not do that. Length. Knockback should be skeleton pregnant also. Should make... Push resist. Push position origin. Push force. Oh, so they move in the correct direction, but they are also being pushed. So they move and they are being pushed. Uh-huh. Hello there, Sanya. Guys, how long is this fucking song? When is it over? Lolly Gold Requiem. I think we've heard enough, man. Fucking hell. What is this shit? What are these weep songs? Can I lose my mind on this? Thank you, God. So annoying. By the way, Code and Agree, I'm also streaming to YouTube. So if you want a non-lolly song stream or thing you can watch on YouTube. So it's the same quality. Hast du Beweise?
Ja.
Das könnte jemand anderes gegessen haben, nur die Bananenschalen hingelegt haben.
Du sitzt da und du bist der einzige Mensch.
Keine Fotos, keine Beweise. True. It's like people assuming that I eat something just because there's something next to me that looks eaten. Like, there is no proof that I've actually eaten it. Okay, so if enemy.push force.x is greater than 0, if we are being pushed, then we need to go the inverse. We need to go towards the beginning. But, hello there. Well, that's a difficult name, bro. But hello. No proof? Maybe go into stream VOD and look for proof? Why would I eat something on a camera? A bad babe? Oh, a bad babe. I see. Okay, thank you. So first we need to determine what should happen if we are being pushed back past the beginning point. So how do we do that? Control, delete, right? So if, let's say we have 2 waypoints, right? And our enemy is here. And he's moving in this direction. Now something externally pushes us back. Right, so we are being pushed back here. And this right here, this is the first waypoint, 0, and that's number 1. That's the second waypoint. Right, the beginning, and that's the first one. If we are being pushed back here, what should happen? Should the enemy be pushed till this point right here? And then there's a hard cap where we don't push anymore. So you cannot push him past this boundary. First, we need to get the previous waypoint, or let's say int previous waypoint sample point index is enemy dot reached waypoint index -1. And then, guys, let's say the minimum of this is 0 and that. Thank you very much for following, a bad babe. Okay, lol. So now that we have the previous sample point, I want to know what should happen. We need to get, I guess we need to get the distance to that previous sample point. But actually, we need to move to our current, and then the current is, yeah, I think we need to move to our current. Vector 2, current, or previous sample point is enemy dot current reached waypoint index. This is the previous sample point. Oh, actually path. Oops. This is the previous one, and then we try to walk towards it. Basically, we do the same thing. We take the length. Distance to sample point would be the previous sample point, based on our position. And then I guess we do the same if check here. But let's get rid of this. Have we reached the end? I'm a ban evader, I evade bans. Shouldn't be a hard cap. Imagine a situation where the enemy is right next to the previous waypoint. It'll only move a few pixels and the knockback will feel worthless. I think you're right. So I think what we'll do is we just overshoot. I think that's the best thing we should do. Now, if we are being pushed, and now this should not be an if but a while, we negate all of the movement that we do. We get ourselves the previous waypoint. We check for the distance. If the distance is further than the actual waypoint is away, then we set our position origin to the previous sample point, and we remove from the force or let's set this to a minimum of 0 and oh my god. We can't do that, can we? Wait. Float push force is enemy push force dot x times delta time. This is the actual push force, and so we need to look for push force. Because push force is like a vector. It is like a strength over time that gets... over time the strength of the push force decreases. And so we need to move every frame. And so we need to get... we need that, yeah. So if the push force is greater than the distance, then we remove from the push force the distance. And we set the position. And then we need to check. We also need to get the previous sample point index. So that means enemy.reached waypoint index is enemy.reached point index -1, minimum 0 and that. No, actually that's a maximum. Sorry. Maximum. I have an idea. We need to get the velocity towards that. While push force is greater than 0. Yeah, we need to create a vector to velocity is normalize previous sample point minus enemy.position origin. Velocity, and if we reached the beginning, we just do enemy.position origin plus equals velocity times push force. We push it towards that part. Oh, that's bad. Why is your screen randomly filled with butts? Isn't that against the TOS you mentioned earlier? Hello, Inukai. Actually, hello, Inukai. Thank you very much for following Mendulak. No, this is not against TOS. It's because Shade11 keeps spamming those. And it's an overlay that basically turns every emote that is someone typing in Twitch chat into a little animated sprites on the screen. Nah, man, butts are legal. Trust me, bro. They are actually illegal. Yeah, we walked over this, or we talked about this earlier. I see. It is a little bit distracting. I know that. It's also sometimes annoying when I record for a YouTube video, which is what I'm doing right now, actually. But you know, it gives chat a little bit of interaction, and yeah, Shade11 is just, you know, one of those chat enjoyers. But if it gets too much, I'll tell him. But I guess so far it's fine, so it's okay. It's not the most entertaining moment on the stream right now anyways, because I'm dealing with some math stuff here. So we have a problem, guys. I just noticed. Okay, let's take the same example again. We have a waypoint here, we have another waypoint here, and we have the enemy in between. Now he's being knocked back, right? Here. And how do I know where to knock back the enemy? Well, I take the vector towards that point, right? So I generate a direction to the next waypoint, and then I move the enemy based on that direction to the left, towards this point. If this point is the very first one, I move him past this point. Now here's where the problem begins. Think about if the enemy, let's say we have a waypoint here, we have a waypoint here. Let's create a thick separation. Let's separate these two. What if, is this the right here? What if the enemy is here and I push him back? I try to push him back even further. If I take the direction to this waypoint, I will push the enemy not into this direction, but I'll push him the other way. He will move here. Oh, man. And so I don't know. I don't know what to do in this case. Because it's math again. I don't know whether I'm actually behind the first waypoint. You know? Or I know what to do. I just need to look at a different criteria. I'm not taking this blue path right here to push the enemy. I take this path right here. I look at the direction between the first and the second waypoint, and then I'm inverting that. Or I'm just basically looking at this direction right here. That's a better criteria. Why don't you take the direction from the origin? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. How do we code this? This is basically... let me see. Push force. The push force, the direction, should not be the position. This should be the previous sample point and next sample point. Do we have the next sample point? We have it here. So that should be the next minus previous, right? Wait. Guys, I have a simple math question for you. If I have 2 points in space, and let's say this one is 0 and this one is 1, what up, Cakez? Hello, Jal Arjun. Well, what's going good? We're currently working on pushing back enemies along a path, and I'm currently trying to find out if I do 0 minus 1. The second argument is always towards, right? If I do 1 minus 0, then it's this way around, right? Fuck, why did I forget this now? Opposite. 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 is from 1 to 0. So from this to this. So it goes from 1 to 0. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So, okay. Yeah, thank you. So we need to go from the next to the previous, which means next minus previous. Right? That makes us go from here to here. No, wait. Previous minus next. I see. So previous minus... Oops. Okay, so previous minus next. Okay. Don't feel bad doing that kind of math. Yes, always needs to think about it. You look like an upcoming YouTuber, not gonna lie. Really? Cool. What makes you think that? Pork champ. It's an actual pork champion. Our YouTube star, guys, I have only 3,000 subscribers, okay? It's in the making. glad to hear that. I spent a lot of time working on that. Okay, let me see here. So we take the previous sample point, we go to the next. That is the distance. If the distance is greater, then we set ourselves the position, we remove from the push forced, and then we get ourselves... We set the next sample point to the previous sample point. We also need to do that, and we remove our reached. Yeah, so next sample point is the previous sample point. But only so wait, we generate a new index, but what if we were at 0 already, right? We were, let's go into the case. We are here. This is what we reached. This is where the enemy is. This is our current sample point. The next one is 1. If we have reached 0 here, and we are being pushed too far, then we need to set our... We just push ourselves towards the very end. And then we set the push force to 0. Yeah. And we don't need to return, actually. There's no need to do that. I'm getting disconnected. Cakez enemy velocity. Let me finish this thought first. I'll look at the code in a second, okay, bro? I'll look at the code in a second. Distance, 1 square root less. We'll optimize in a second, okay? Otherwise, we move towards the previous waypoint. If we have reached that, if not... Actually, next waypoint, no, next sample point is the previous sample point. Yeah, this is a while loop, by the way, that's why. So if we are pushing it too far, then we get ourselves the next sample point. We check if we reach the end, then we just push outwards. And if not, we just don't set the velocity, we just move based on the velocity using the push force. Then we set the push force to 0. So unfortunately, and this is, you know, often what happens in when I program. You can see a while loop here that takes a point, a distance, generates a velocity, then it checks whether we are reaching over the point or not. You know, it resets some data, you know, it changes how an index looks, and it looks almost exactly or identical to this one right here. Unfortunately, there's just minor differences in code. And, you know, oftentimes you would see this and you're like, oh, cool, this is code duplication. Well, unfortunately, it is not, because I return here. If the next point is 0, meaning I've reached the end, that is a different return statement. I do something different here. I generate a next point and not a previous point. And here I do something entirely different too. So unfortunately, it's not exactly the same code. Give me 1 second.
Wer kommt's denn jetzt? Ah.
Hello, what are you making? Hey, Schumann, my man. Wait, Schumann? That's Coffee Lava. Do you think I don't remember your name? Do you think I don't remember that this is actually Coffee Lava in disguise, calling yourself Schumann, thinking that... what the fuck is this guy thinking? I don't know what I'm making, bro. Busted? Okay, so this is the big time where we actually check if it works. We actually check if it works. Whoops. Oh, hello, Dev Spudgers. Thank you very much for raiding. Hello, guys. Good morning. God's budget. You're joining just at the right moment to check whether Knockback actually works. Come on. Come on. Come on. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Hä? What language are you using? Hello there, Dragos Rota. I'm using C++ to make the game. Doesn't work. You don't get over... You can't get over Schumann. Hope you had a good stream. What have you been doing? Dev Spudgers, are you working on a big update at the moment, or just like minor fixes? Are people still saying that your game is a copy, or like why would they play this over RimWorld? Like, can you get away from that somehow? Also, I would like to know what big changes you're thinking of doing so that the game appeals to more people. I haven't heard that in a while, so that's a good thing then, right? But it should apply push force, right? Should apply push force. Whoops. Sigma. I guess, yeah, now I'm working on an update that will likely take 1 year of work to finish. It's a calculated risk, but damn, I'm bad at math. Okay, and what is the update about? Bullshit. Actually bullshit. Absolutely dumb. Stupid bullshit. No, that's actually... no. That's dumb. Because I'm actually applying push force, you stupid idiot. You're stupid. You're absolutely dumb. I'm doing that. I trashed the old AI combat and a few core systems and started rewriting that from scratch. Not the smartest thing to do 5 years into a project. Okay, but what was bad about the combat that made you wanna do that? Interesting. So I'm applying push force here. Minus equals. Maybe I should just do plus equals. I see. I think that the thing is, I need to be positive. Why not release it as part 2? But it is part 2, Shade 11. It is part 2. Oh! He's stuttering a little bit. What the fuck is that? 500? He can't move. He's being pushed. He's being bullied. Look at this guy's like, let's go. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Okay, it looks like push force is not... Goodness. Fuck. I had terrible AI and it is related to how I designed the AI in the beginning. The game would have no chance to become great with the old AI / combat. I mean, yeah. I'm pretty sure you know exactly why that is, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, it's the right thing to do if you feel that way. 100%. Fuck, man. Okay. Nani, his power is too much more than I anticipated. I'm being pushed back. It's like Jiren, you know, Goku fighting against Jiren. He can't go further because Jiren uses his eyes. Yeah. I wouldn't do it if I didn't believe in the future of the game. Have you gotten, but you have gotten some reviews as well that stated, well, the AI is a problem in the game. Okay, guys, we're gonna... Gotcha, bitch! I'm gonna do this again. Guys, I really hate this, you know, it's really pissing me off. I put a breakpoint here, but it actually uses the breakpoint down here. And so I'm trying to build the game like multiple times, right? I literally pressing Ctrl-Shift-B so that the breakpoint is here and not here. But it just keeps on fucking putting it right. Why? Thank you very much for following, Super Tira. Yeah, numerous. But why does it take a year to rework the anime AI? Is it because it's so intertwined with all of these systems and so reworking it breaks all of those systems? Like, can't you do something like if you have this function here? I find it interesting, to put it simply, 100,000 lines of code, just the AI? Oh, okay, I see. But can't you do like, just wondering, like, I have no idea, right? This is what I would do. Couldn't you do like, I don't know, static void AI 2? I don't know, and then it, you know, takes in, I don't know, what do you have, prefab? Pointer or something? And then you just do AI 2 from scratch and you only look at AI if you need something? AI is something like 30,000 lines. Not just the AI, but everything I have to rewrite. Rewrite. The whole project is about 300,000. And you wait, you have programmed that in 2 years? Man, I'm at 60,000 lines of code. Like, I have a small PP. Goodness. If I get this do physics bullshit again, like, why? Why is this not working? Huh? Wait, guys, I have a question for you. When I don't call a function in the game, it seems to not be in the executable, it looks like. It's not referenced. I was trying to debug a function that is not actually in the executable. It looks like the compiler just optimizes it away. So it was behaving correctly, I just didn't know that I was not calling it. Compiler tosses it out like, most likely, yeah, 4 years. Okay, so 4 years, 300,000 lines of code. Damn, that's so many lines of code, man. If you don't call it, why would a breakpoint be triggered? Yeah, the breakpoint seems to like what the engine is trying to do, or like not the engine, but the editor is trying to do when it can't hit a breakpoint in a certain location, it just moves it down until it can. It's the editor doing it. Push time here. Okay. Okay, so it's not here. Then it is enemy follow path to. It is gotta be this. Push force. The push force does not seem to be removed. Do physics and layer. Push time. Shouldn't I just use a push force? Like, this push time seems to be so stupid. Shouldn't it just be like this? If I have an enemy and he has like a push force, and that's just a float value, let's say of 200. And then every frame I multiply that by, I don't know, delta time or something and remove a flat amount. I don't know, times 0.8 or something. So I remove, after 1 second I have 80% of that left, right? Isn't something wrong if it doesn't even call the function you put a breakpoint into? No, because the function was not even called in the entire project, so that's fine. The function was just not put, like, you can think about it like this. In C++, when you write a function and you compile your program, the name of this function is being written into the executable. And then the executable knows, based on the name, which function to call. So, like, you know, do physics and layer is being called by, yeah, let me find that, by update hero, for example. It is doing the physics and layer on this particular entity. And it is also being called by updating enemies. So that's why I have a function, actually. If I don't call this function ever in my code, then there's no need to put it into the executable because no one is calling it. It's like optimizing it out. This piece of code is just being optimized away. And so if I put a breakpoint into a function that is not being called, then obviously it's never going to be hit. Yeah, to support overloading, it has to be mangled though. Yeah, it is mangled. Like the name is not going to be exactly that name, but it has like some identifier next to it that is basically identifying this particular function. If you have the same function, but let's say, you know, you have the same function, but one of them has, I don't know, another float penis size or something, you know. Then you have two functions that are literally called the same thing. So the compiler has to name those two a little differently. Maybe number 1, and then this is number 2, right? Something like that. Okay. I think this is dumb. And instead, I should just use the push force.x and do push force.x minus. Fuck. Now it's. Guys, we need math again. Wait. I did this in window kill. We don't need math. We just need to look at window kill. I did this in window kill. Pushing enemies back. We have done this already. Moving. Enemies. Spawn system. Update and draw enemies. Push time. Fuck, I use a push time as well. Fuck. God damn it. I need a small break, guys. We actually have ads running anyways. I need a small break. I need to think about this. I need to go to the bathroom. I just want to have knockback. I have the solution. Google break? No, not a Google break. I'm not Googling. I actually have the solution. I know exactly what we need to do. We do an approach. We approach our current push force on X to 0 based on an increase. We try to go to, let's say, we decrease by 20 times delta time. It's like in Celeste. When we are being pushed, we go back down to 0. That is like the friction. We have done this in Celeste already. See, this is why you should do other smaller games, because you learn these different approaches. Or like it's not a wordplay. It's like no pun intended. Like you learn different approaches on how to solve certain movement-related or gameplay-related problems. And I think now it's gonna work. It's gonna be a shit solution anyway. He probably just asked his wife. Shut the fuck up. Fucking bitch. Little biatch. Let's give him pirate and a shield. God damn it! Okay, let's see. Should be 0, right? Yeah. Where the fuck is this stupid button? Fuck. Actually, I want to have a shield too. Looks cool. Is that important? No. The moment an enemy reaches the first waypoint, I lose the level. I wonder if this happens here. Yeah. Next sample point is 0. Do we have no points on the path? We do. Can someone explain this to me? It starts out 0, yeah, that's fine. Because then I need to... I need to see what happens here. Fuck, is that annoying? Yeah, this is the part of the stream, usually happen around 4 hours earlier. Now it's happening around 3 hours, where we deal with weird, unexpected behavior that shouldn't actually happen. But somewhere in our code, we accidentally wrote a stupid mistake. And it's actually a simple fix, but we will spend like 30 minutes, 40 minutes trying to find like this 5-head fix, while it is actually just an if check or something. Yeah, I mean, you helped, right? So, okay, so our next point is 1. Aha. I know what the problem is. We are not changing this next sample point. I guess I'll do it here. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, I think it was an easy fix. This is where static analyzers actually could help. They warn you about the nonsense. Yeah, but would this have triggered here? Since we have a next sample point, we are not assigning a new next sample point. Do you think that would have triggered there? Okay, let's first see if they actually walk. I might not have built. You're fucking kidding me, right? Oh my god, I'm a fucking dumbass. Okay. Please work. Okay, it works. Cool. They seem to be locked to the fucking... Look how they're jamming, man. Oh my god. Oh, that is so fucking great, man. Ring, ring. God damn. Yikes. Hi, Godot plus pixel art, hell yes. Oh, you think this is Godot? My man. This is actually C++. God damn it. Alright, let's see here. Let's not spawn 5 skeletons in round 1, but just one enemy armored skeleton. Not Godot, just clickbait in the titles. Oh cool, making a game from scratch in C++? Yeah, we're currently working on a tower defense game. Okay, I think it should only spawn one enemy now. And if we upgrade this guy enough. Okay, so it seems like the push force is decreasing, but not by enough. And also what I see is it is applying a push force of too much. It's decreasing too slowly. It is decreasing by 20 points per second at the moment. Why does it set it to 500? I don't understand. Is it inflicting damage multiple times? Nice push effect, bro. Wow. Just wait, you know? Just wait. Okay? Just wait! Hä? Inflict underscore damage. Why can I not see it? This function. Oh my god. I need to stop programming past a certain point because I'm literally googling in window kill in C++, which is the wrong fucking window. I should have looked here. Push the unit. That is what I was looking for. One file, Andy. Put that space in front of the max on the line 450. Makes me crazy. Oh, there was a different application, bro. Position origin. Push the unit. Oh, we're not doing that, actually.
Gotcha, bitch!
Oh, my man. Cakez, thank you very much for following, man. I appreciate it. There's push force here. Intervene. Handle damage infliction. Inflict damage. Mark as dead. Hit type. Knockback. There we go. That's what we need to look at here. We don't need a push direction. We just need a push in pixels. I'm multiplying it by 5. Okay, so that is number 1. That's wrong. That's why it's 500. And next, we need to enemy follow path 2. In this function, when a unit is being pushed back, it seems like it is not getting the proper previous sample point. This never happens, it seems like. I think previous next, yeah. It is the same sample point, just very far away. I understand now. So the distance to the sample point is what we have to check, but we need to get the direction. Aha. So, fuck. What is that? Enemy dot position origin. How was that again? 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So that means we go towards the second one, right? Well, I guess it's just the length, so it doesn't really matter. 2 from. Okay. Okay, think now it will be pushed, actually. I think it handles... The push is being handled quite poorly at the moment. Yeah, it's starting to get better. Yeah, you see how that... And then there seems to be... Pushing him to the left side. It looks like I can't overshoot. Now the only thing, actually, the only thing we have to tweak to make this more snappy is to increase the approach function. We approach 0 just faster. Let's use a knockback of like 500. I want to see what happens if he gets stuck on the first one. Fuck, man. Now we have 2. Yeah, so they get stuck here, which means the... this looks very funny. Actually looks very funny. Okay, so it looks like this one here never happens. I see, so they are being pushed past the beginning. You know what? I will do the following. You remember how earlier we decided, well, if we have 2 waypoints and an enemy is in the middle, if we push the unit back towards the beginning, if this is 0 and this is 1, we keep pushing it back. Well, I will put a hard wall to when an enemy is being pushed here, we push it at most towards that hard wall. Or we'll just push it based on how much force we have. I don't understand. Like the wall is outside the view screen, yes, yeah, it will be outside the view screen. Maybe it's just because I don't understand the math right now. Lilin, yeah, thank you very much for following. Are you going to place the wall manually? I don't need to place anything, it's just code. It's like clamping it. I wonder what happens if I don't do push force equals 0. Move towards the previous waypoint. Yeah, that seems to work very well. But this doesn't. Because it's not pushing it past the beginning part. For some reason. Why is the push force so bad? 290 times delta time. It should push my unit past the point. I just don't understand how. How it doesn't do that. Why is it not doing that? I don't understand. What did I have before? Push force 0, yeah, I'm not changing the enemy's push force. Maybe you set the position origin. Have we reached the end? That is getting true when the enemy is at the end, because then it might need to be flipped. No. I don't understand why it's sticking to the very first. Maybe it's being teleported here. Actually, where is it? Maybe I teleport here. Maybe that happens. Yeah. Give me a second. Where's update game? While running delta time. If delta time is greater than what is that? 5. This is in seconds, right? 50 milliseconds, 0.05. 50 ms. Delta time is 0.05. Whoops. Clamp delta time 250 ms. The reason why I'm doing that is because enemies tend to teleport when I have long breaks in, you know, debug breaks in my code. And that breaks the game in a way, because they manage to flip or manage to walk to the exit in one debug break. And I don't want that. I want the game to function even if I take like 10 hours of debug breaks. Let's see. Still. What the fuck? How? How are you teleporting that far? That shouldn't happen. I'm clamping the delta time. Oh my god. Let me fucking resize this window, man. This is part of the song that makes me think, alright, let's see. Oh, come on, I'm clamping it. What? Didn't I just do this code here? Huh? I'm confused. Rollem, thank you very much for subscribing. It is 0.0091. Oh, I have unlocked FPS, true. I just realized now you got partnered. Well, thank you, Bamboozled. Yeah, I did. It's been a while since I've been partner. It's been a long journey. I'm very happy that I finally achieved partner. I'm very happy about it. It's because of you guys, because you watch. It's a huge thanks to you guys, all of you who have been supporting me. Did he answer my PoE question? No, I just want to focus on this right now. I'm sorry, but I just really want to focus on this. Because it's really getting on my nerves right now. Right. Might be a good idea to fix your time step. Yeah, I know. I've done this in the past as well. Right now, I just want to clamp the delta time so that when I have a long breakpoint, it doesn't overshoot. I just don't understand why the enemy still teleports after I'm clamping the delta time. Because I'm only doing one loop. I'm not doing anything else. Like 30 milliseconds is a jump, but not that much. I just don't understand. Yeah, I told you guys, around this time, this is where we get the errors that are totally weird and die behindern uns vom Weitermachen. Im Englisch, you know. They make it difficult for us to continue. Okay, we're waiting. You're using OpenGL or another API? I'm using OpenGL, yeah. I made a tutorial actually on how to make a game like this. Not like this, but an engine like this. We're waiting. We are waiting. So the delta time here
Gotcha, bitch.
is still 0.009. Okay, that's fine. We have one enemy. Another breakpoint. Aha. Delta time is 32 seconds.
Print balls. Return 0.
Hello, Protoxus. Good morning. I love the sudden change to German. Listen, like sometimes I just want to say and I know the words, but I just can't form a sentence. And it's really frustrating because it happens like multiple times a stream. Every stream. And it's so frustrating. Like, it's okay when it happens like in like 1 week, 1 month, like every day. Oh. Oh, boiling. Boiling. Okay, so what is the delta time here? Yeah. Okay. Now the delta time is 40 seconds. Now the delta time is 9 seconds. Now the delta time is 3 seconds. Oh, it works. Lol. Okay, cool. Let's wait again. Let's wait a couple of seconds. We just wait like, I don't know, 10 seconds or something. And if he moves normally after that, then we have finally fixed the delta time problem. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh yeah, this is so good. Okay, finally. Alright, so now we can actually test the problem. The problem is, I think what happens when we are being pushed and we get to the very first waypoint here, we reach the very beginning and we want to push past that point. I think it is snapping here. This is what I think happens. It snaps. So maybe we actually push first and then walk. Maybe we push first and then we walk. Maybe it's just an order of operations. You never know, right? Maybe that fixes it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Thank you guys for following. I appreciate it very much. Alien Doomer and CBM Doom World. Let's see here. He's stuck, man. How are you stuck? How? Order of operations? Yeah, apparently not. So strong. I want him to be pushed past the beginning, but he keeps... I think he snaps to the beginning. Everything looks smooth up until the beginning. Get the fuck out of here! Boom! Boom! Can I just say that I love this? It's so great. Putz! Putz! Putzi! Boom! Okay, let's stop here. Now what's happening? We push, and I'm pretty sure... Huh? Okay, so what's happening here? Position. -1. You're being pushed. Push force is 0. Push force is now 0. Now we move. We get the distance to the next point. What is the move distance? 0.01. The push force was 0.2. I just don't understand. Could it be that it can't go past the first waypoint? Am I tripping? Yeah, it looks like it, but I'm trying to program it in a way where it can go past the first breakpoint, you know? I want it... How does it work in balloons? Let's just try it to make it work like that. Imagine if the skeleton flew in an arc. That would be so funny. True. Knockback in a TD is super powerful. It's such a fun feature to have. Yeah, I want to have it too. We are locking this knockback in today, by the way. We're locking it in, and that will be the knockback for the future. Shouldn't push be easy? 24 hours stream. Okay, bro. Distance to sample point. Move distance. Position origin. Movement distance. Velocity. I have a feeling that it's not. It should move it that fast. Let's see. Velocity. Next sample point.
Gotcha, bitch.
Minus the enemy position. Normalized. Yeah, it's just moving it to the right, yeah. Based on the distance. And the movement distance is applied with delta time, right? I'm not applying delta time to the movement distance. Wait. I think I found the problem. How did it work before then? Wait a second. Move distance, where's that? Where the fuck here, delta time. Move distance. Huh. I'm not using, I actually do. I'm stupid. Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, no, I do. Okay. Fuck, man. Shit. Minus 0.1. Minus 0.09. Okay. Okay. I think the important one is the next loop. Next time we go through here. We still have a push force of 8. Ah, yeah, okay, so 8. And what happens here? Velocity is to the left. Push force. Yeah, that's definitely bigger. There it is. There it is. I'm putting it to the previous sample point. There it is. I see. So this is where it keeps snapping. You see, I told you it's a dumb thing. It's a two-header move, yeah. I'm basically snapping the enemy to this position. Every time, like I need to move further away, I'm snapping it. Fuck. I'm basically pushing it back. What extension do you use for C++ or debug in Visual Studio Code? I use an extension called something. What's it called? ClangGD. And then together with this extension, I use a file called .clanggd somewhere. If I can find it. Here. A file called .clanggd, and in this file, someone else made this file for me, but you can put in some compiler flags. For example, debugging, not debugging, for example, defines what C++ version you use. You put in includes here, and then you disable some warnings. And I don't really understand this one, but this is needed for me because I use a dynamically loaded library and I use an executable that I built. And so, yeah, this is some weird stuff that I don't understand, but you know, if you made it for me and it works, so whatever. I always debug with GDB and it's just annoying. I can tell you that this extension is really good and consistent. I like it a lot, and it's one of the big reasons why I'm using Visual Studio Code. This almost takes me back to my childhood where I often wrote silly computer games with my big brother in QBasic and Pascal. What are you working on now? Are you a web developer? If you're not working on computer games. So we need this. We are being pushed. I think I only do this if... There we go. This is it. If we are, basically what I programmed in right now is the following. If these are 2 waypoints, or let's say we have 3 waypoints, and the enemy is here, then this is the waypoint that we have reached. We have reached this waypoint and we move towards this one. If we are being pushed back, then, you know, if we look at indices, this is index 0. One and 2. If we are being pushed back, then this unit obviously moves back here. And then the current index that it's referencing will be changed from 1 down to 0. But if our index is already 0 and we are being pushed back, then we don't change that index anymore. And therefore we also don't, you know, set the position, hard code the position in here. That's what this one is doing. We only change this or hard set ourselves to the position if we are actually moving waypoints between waypoints. Okay, I think now we finally have it installed in the game and we can focus on something else. I think now we have proper knockback working in the game. Visual Studio is a really good code editor. I made anything but computer games when I was still able to work. I made a computer game as my bachelor project though. Damn. What kind of game did you make? I would have liked to make a computer game as my bachelor's as well. Will they move back to the start waypoint if they get pushed out of the map? Yeah. They should. How do we know that? We'll just test it out now. Oh my god. Come on, man. Come on. The joys of coding are right here on display. Oh my god. No, fuck, I pressed the wrong button. Fuck. I meant to press Control K, not L. God damn it. I'm kinda glad I don't have to work as a coder anymore, lol. Too much stress? Was a real-time strategy game that used the Irrlicht engine? It sounds like a very old engine. Okay, let's get some money. Okay, what happens here? He's being pushed. 2 from, 2 from, 2 from, 2 from, 2 from. Next sample point minus previous, right? That's 2 from. We want to get 2 from. No, wait. We want to go to the previous from the next. 2 from, right? Next sample point. Please work. Please work. He's gone. He's gone, boys. He will come back soon. It just takes time. An eternity later. So good. Yeah, we need to wait. I mean, he's on his way. He got obliterated. Push force 0. He's on his way now, boys. Oh my god, how long will that take? We wait for him. Do you think I can go to the bathroom and come back and he's still walking